Sunday, April 4th. I just woke up from a nap. You know, I really appreciate the fact that I can take naps. I know, you know, I think about some of my loved ones with kids, and they're like, I wish I could take naps. I'm like, yeah, like, I think everyone should be taking naps, like, regardless of how old your kids are. It's like, you know, I know nap time is usually for like littles, right? Littles. And then after that, like, you stop taking naps. Why would you stop taking naps? If you're needing a nap, take a nap, right? I mean, Spain and a lot of the European countries have siestas where, you know, it's like a good, I mean, I remember we traveled to Mexico and Deco, and I mean, you better go buy yourself some toilet paper before everything starts closing if you're down to your last roll. Because then they don't open until like the afternoon, and stay open until the evening, and everyone's just sleeping and resting. Like, naps are an important part, like, just functioning. Like, even if you have older kids, like, no, let's shut everything off. We're all gonna take a nap, right? Or meditate, right? If you're too alert, then, you know what, meditate, right? It should be like a mandatory thing for self-care. But yeah, so I got home late last night. Yesterday, went to work with Miss Hannah again. Oh my gosh, she's so nice. Like, I'm learning so much from her. I'm so grateful to have that opportunity to talk. I mean, just getting to know her and getting to know, like, I asked her questions and like, how did you overcome this, right? And as I'm hearing her story, I'm like, wow, we have a lot in common. Like, yeah, like, it's just nice, you know? It doesn't matter the fact that she's so much younger than me. Like, she's so knowledgeable and she's built a business for herself. I really admire her for what she's put together for herself, and the relationships she makes, like the people that come back to see her and her work. Like, wow. So of course I'll be posting, you know, her Instagram account in the description box. And I'm gonna start posting, you know, when I'm there too, right? And when I'm working with her, and just I bought my first pair of earrings with, oh, well, I think I don't know if I shared. So part of the training, I learned how to like size rings and stuff, and so I got to make and keep a ring, a silver ring. So I don't wear a lot of rings, so yeah, so and I have some beautiful earrings that I bought yesterday with my jewelry. So because until I don't get my own market going, I won't get commission. But in the meantime, like, if we reach our quota, our sales, like, I get a certain amount of like jewelry benefit bonus. So I bought some earrings that I was eyeing, and there's other jewelry that I'm eyeing that I know I'm gonna buy for myself, just for myself, right? Like, she saw my jewelry the other day when I went into the studio, and she's like, "Oh, you do wear your jewelry?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Well, every piece for the most part has been a gift." Like, everything I wear, I think the only thing that is mine that I bought myself was this, and from this, the rose quartz I bought myself, and the compass, and this one was a gift from someone, but I really like it because it really helped bring a lot of clarity during that time in my life. So the clarity, like, mindset, and then the rose quartz for heart, you know, my heart alignment, you know, and then the compass that will tell you where you're going at all times. So that one's really meaningful to me. This one is the tree of life with the different chakra stones too. That was a gift. This was a gift from a different item because my leather thing broke finally after wear and tear. So I connected it to this one, but I think I need to get a new chain because this one was silver plate. I'm learning like plated, like gold plated, and I guess silver plated too, and like how to tell the difference, and I'm just learning a lot. So anyway, so when I go with her to the show, like that it knocks me out. and she had shared like it's only like one weekend, one day out of the weekend, right? Either Saturday or Sunday. Right now it's just Saturdays at the Venice flea market, and I know it's gonna alternate depending on where she goes and stuff, but I'm learning so much. I'm learning so much, and a lot of the stuff like I'm used to doing, right? Like, you know, con los puestos and putting up like the tables, and I'm picking up on like how to set stuff up for her, and I'm taking pictures, and I'm just learning a lot. I'm learning a lot from her. And it's really cool, and I'm getting more comfortable with folks, you know, as they approach the table and having conversation. I'm meeting a lot of interesting people, so that's fun. Like to hear their story, like, yeah, it's fun. I especially like when we have a connection, like USC is coming into play. I'm like, do this. I haven't used this in a while, so I'm just like, hey, I'm using my connections, right? So yeah, so it wears me out. So I know, like, at least this has only been the second time I do it, but last week Sunday I was exhausted con ganas. Same thing happened today. Well, I got home a little later because I stopped by a friend's house to do some karaoke, and because he's helping me with a project, and so I got home late, and I guess I must have still been. I woke up with a headache. That always happens, and so I was gonna take some pain meds, but then I'm like, I'm just gonna try to sleep it off, and I did. I took a nice little nap. I feel a lot better. And so I woke up and I was like, oh snap's already 3. You know, because I am not one to usually take naps. Like I like making the most of the day, but you know, self-care is important. So if you gotta take a nap, you gotta take a nap. You know, you listen to your body. So I feel a lot more energized for sure. I'm gonna get ready. I'm going on my first motorcycle bike ride. So excited. I've been looking forward to this meetup all week. I'm getting ready. Of course I'm gonna wear like my leather jacket. I got myself some boots, and just excited to get on a motorcycle for the first time. Yeah, so oh, back to Hannah. So super cool thing. Hannah's inviting me to a show in Tucson, so I'm like so excited to go with her. And I wasn't sure if like she was just being nice about inviting me, but then I clarified on Saturday, and no, like she really wants me. She'd like for me to come. So I'm like, cool, and so, and then I was gonna ask too. I was like, well, maybe I should ask to see how much, like, what the travel expenses are, so that I know and check my budget. I don't have to pay. So I was like, okay, let me make sure about tutoring, right? My tutoring side gig. And I've kind of been just saying like, what do I do? And I'm gonna go to Arizona with Miss Hannah and see her in action. And I'm gonna like record her. I was telling her, I'm like, I'm dabbling into like video editing, right? I want projects to like force myself to do stuff. And so I had mentioned to her an idea that I had for her, and so it's gonna give me an opportunity to record her and really, you know, mess more with this pro thingy, and right, like it's exciting. Like it's just a bunch of new stuff, and I'm really excited about it, and learning from her and the other people too. Like, I mean, this is really challenging me just to do this trip, because I'm gonna be around like 3 other people that I don't know. And you know, I think I mentioned it before, like I'm slow to warm when it comes to like people. and to like the idea of spending a whole week with 3 other people that I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm comfortable with Miss Hannah, but you know, like, yeah. So that's gonna happen. Yeah. Yeah. That's gonna happen. A whole week. A whole week. With 3 complete strangers. I think I only did that once. With 1 stranger. So quickly. But I didn't feel like a stranger. You know? Felt like home. Comfortable. Anyways. So this is really gonna challenge me in a lot of different ways. Because I like my alone time. I like, you know, my alone time. And yeah. So I'm gonna let her know tomorrow that I'm gonna go with her in a few weeks to Arizona. So that was a big exciting news for yesterday. That today, oh, I saw the waves. I hadn't meditated for a long time. Well, it feels like a long time, but I really don't know. I'd have to like double check and look at the video, but I haven't looked. I tried like all of my gadgets, because I knocked out when I got home. I didn't connect any of my gadgets, so everything was not expired. It was dead. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try meditating without the sound, which I think I've tried maybe once. And so I saw movement. It was very light. The purple. I saw purple, but I saw it like, I remember there was like it was familiar but different. And then there was some movement at the top part, like just a little bit of movement, and then there were waves at the bottom, but it was like this kind of feel again, not too extreme, but it was like just, you know, going with the flow type of feeling. Coincidentally, the video that I'm posting for today, so I think I mentioned that I'm up trying to post 2 videos at a time, just to kind of close that chapter so I can move on and not be keep being reminded of it. Not that it's triggering per se. I mean, it's not as triggering as before, that's for sure. But you know, I just, for a while there, I thought I wasn't going to be recording anymore, and apparently I still am. So yeah, so I'm getting close. I'm getting close to I think I just want to get through March, like the rest of the videos of March, right? I'm still on March 8th. Still on March 8th. Where I got my new jacket. That's where I got my jean jacket. I still have my old jacket. I can't get rid of it. I love it too much. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll make it into a vest, because I mean, the hole on this side, the hole is getting bigger. And I was talking to a stranger about it at the flea market. We were just talking about like finding good deals at you know, where it's a vintage store or antique store or, you know, secondhand store. I'm like, those are really, and I wore it yesterday. So I'm like, I love this jacket. I can't seem to get rid of it. And she's like, you shouldn't get rid of it. You should keep it if it was such a find. And coincidentally, there was another person that I met too yesterday. Oh my gosh, her jacket was so colorful and beautiful. And it was like a jacket that someone had handed down to her. And I'm like, well, you know you're never gonna get rid of that jacket, right? Like, that jacket is yours, especially because of the connection it has. And she's like, oh yeah, like everyone compliments me. And then I saw it. She's like, I saw it on some like model thing. She's like, I have a jacket like that. So I can't seem to I don't want to get rid of my old jacket yet. Which is funny because that's, right? That's I'm on that chapter, right? Or that episode chapter 15, episode 7, where I'm talking about replacing the old with the new, right? Because I got that new jacket. It's been a month later. I have not replaced it. I kept both. That's it. It's gonna be 4. I gotta get ready for sushi and a motorcycle ride. I'm excited. All right. See you guys later. Happy Easter. It's Easter Sunday today. Yeah. Bye. Hi. I just came back from my first motorcycle ride. Oh my god, it was so much fun. So much fun. So much fun. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. Food was good. Company was great. Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. So, yeah, it was exactly how I imagined it would be, actually. Like riding a horse. Because I mean, I remember riding a horse. Yeah. When I was younger, and I remember feeling like a little uncomfortable, and yeah. So it was fun. It was a lot of fun. And we even got on the freeway too. Like, he was teaching me how to do it and what I needed to be aware of. And he said I did pretty good. So that's awesome that he told me that I did pretty good. I mean, I felt I did pretty good too. But yeah, it was nice. It was fun. It was nice weather. I mean, we just went out to dinner, but I got on the freeway back, so then I thought of myself, I'm like, you know, I love playing video games, specifically the ones where you're driving. Like, I really like those. And I really like the ones where I'm just like, you know, I don't play much, but, yeah, it was fun. I just want to report back on that experience because it was a lot of fun. Food was good too. We had, I tried this new sushi roll that I'd never tried before with lemon. It was salmon and lemon. Oh, so good. It was raw. I hadn't had sushi in a long time. Yeah. It was good. It was real good. So yeah. And then I saw the balance coming home, so I was just like, okay, I'm on the right track, right? I'm on the right track. So yeah, he suggested next time like an earlier type of activity so that the ride could be longer. I was so excited about that. Yeah, it felt like that you're flying, and it reminded me of skydiving. I miss skydiving. But this was like cooler than skydiving because it's like it wasn't just like a minute or two of like, you know, $200, $400 worth of like a 2-minute rush. This is like, got a quick rush, then grabbed a bite to eat, and then another rush. And so, I don't know, maybe I'll learn how to ride a bike. Yeah, get that driver's license. Yeah, I'm still young. I can do it. I think I can do it. We'll see. I don't know. The world is full of possibilities. Alright, just wanted an update on that. See you guys later. My name is Yubi, and in case you haven't figured it out, this footage is capturing my experience as I learn to navigate my personal spiritual awakening. I am learning that this experience is unique to each one of us. In whatever way we believe we are embracing living our truth, this just happens to be my journey. And despite me having a graduate degree and a license in clinical social work, this by no means is intended to replace any type of mental health advice. This is just me on a personal level, documenting my experience, shedding light on the truth that I am learning and discovering for myself, and really inviting you along for the ride. If by some magical chance you find this content to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, please click the like button, share the message, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have an Instagram account, a personal one, and one specifically for this channel that you're more than welcome to check out. I'm an open book. I have also created t-shirt designs. I'm wearing my favorite one right now, which is the North Node design, but I have that and other things that you can look at inspired by this process and journey, and I have the link in the description box as well as in the about section of my YouTube channel. So you're more than welcome to check those items out. Any type of support is great. Again, if you find this content really helpful or meaningful, sometimes when we take that step and be vulnerable, with showing what's inside our hearts and what's really our truth, we realize that we're much more connected than what we thought we were. And so I hope that as I'm living this experience and that you find some type of truth for yourself, or find some type of ability to heal in some way just by relating, just by knowing that you're not alone. That really has been my goal with this process, not just being able to connect with others, but really for my own healing. It's definitely been a therapeutic experience and a very creative one for myself. So I thank you, and I wish you all the best, and we'll see what else comes next for me. So take care.